open up and remember there are certain moments in the spiritual life that are difficult to recognize because they don't resemble what we have been taught to expect from transformation. We often imagine that if something meaningful is happening inwardly, there should be clear signs accompanying it. Some sense of arrival, certainty, expansion, or visible movement that confirms we are progressing. Yet, many of the most important inner changes begin in a way that appears almost indistinguishable from ordinary life. There may be periods where one feels less certain, less expressive, less interested in announcing conclusions or making decisions. There may be a sense that life has become quieter, slower, more hidden, but what is often misunderstood is that these quieter periods are not necessarily periods of absence. They may instead be periods where something deeper than the familiar structures of self is beginning to take shape. In fact, this type of transformation not only is unseen, but it doesn't provide immediate confidence, immediate certainty, or immediate identity. Instead, it begins by gently loosening our dependency upon these things. What once felt absolutely necessary gradually becomes less compelling. What once occupied large amounts of emotional energy begins to soften. Certain ambitions remain, of course, but they no longer govern. Certain fears remain, of course, but they no longer organize the whole field of experiences. This can initially feel very confusing because the mind often interprets reduced attachment as reduced vitality. We become accustomed to intensity and mistake it for aliveness. We become accustomed to movement and mistake it for growth. Yet there is another kind of life, entirely. One that does not announce itself through intensity, but through coherence, through increased simplicity, through a growing sense that less effort is required to remain inwardly stable. Now, some people ask me, Tony, how do I take the next step if this transformation is not providing immediate feedback? Remember, what is required is trust. This is deeply important, and the activity of trust continues. One continues practicing. One continues showing up for life. One continues listening, reflecting, living. Even if there is no obvious sign that anything substantial is happening, trust is not a requirement. Trust is the path that you're walking.